Life in the northern cities from the 1800s to the 1900s. In the 1800s, the U.S. had a massive population growth. From the 1860s, there was approximately 15 million people living in the northern cities, and by the early 1900s, there were more than 30 million. Some of the percentage of the newly settled included the English, German, and Irish.
The English mostly came over because of the lack of money they had and the amount of land the U.S. had. The Germans came over to avoid war and avoiding the military drafts that they were unhappy with. The reason for the Irish was the lack of food they had and the opportunity to come to the U.S. and grow their own. And the main reason for the overpopulation at this time period was because of the Southerners, or the African Americans. They came to the U.S. for many reasons, but mostly because they wanted to live the American dream in paradise. Changes in the North included major economic ones: the overpopulation, the big struggle for getting jobs, and the general cleanliness of the states. There were also some major adjustments that had to happen, including the work, women, and communication. Most of the African Americans were lucky if they could get jobs as carpenters or even blacksmiths. As for the women, they mostly had stay-at-home jobs, working mainly indoors. And for the communications for the African American became easier once they built an underground way to talk to their families back home. There were also many consequences for the African Americans for coming to the U.S. They were denied the rights to a public education and had the lowest jobs, which produced the lowest payment for them. That ends.